guys, welcome back to another episode of Getting Really Personal.
Let's go.
I'm your girl, Priscilla Story.
This is your boy, Queen Nasty.
And I'm Ricky.
Triple A's, remember?
Yeah.
3 A's.
3 A's.
We'll drop it down right here.
You might end up somewhere else, so.
Make sure you follow us.
Yeah. Give us a follow, thumbs up,
Subscribe.
and the notification bell so you guys can listen to us every time we upload.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
And what else? YouTube. All that shit.
All that. I'm pretty sure if you're watching
Just
this,
follow us.
Yeah, just follow.
Yeah, you know, people don't purposely don't follow people because they don't want their following count to be like.
Oh, I do that shit. I sometimes clear closet on my following list or.
Why?
I do a cleanse.
Bro, it's like you're really not gonna follow us because you don't want your followers to be more than your fucking.
I follow us, but sometimes I end up going through my list and I'll clear.
Social media is not that serious, so make sure you follow us. Just fucking follow, bro.
Just follow.
Damn.
Support.
Unfollow somebody else. You can offset that shit.
We're better anyway. We're better.
Just unfollow like a cousin you don't fuck with. Unfollow whatever, bro.
If there's a cousin
that homie you don't talk to.
There's 300 people that you don't talk to anymore. Just unfollow one of them bitches and follow us. We're lit.
All right, let's go.
Anyway.
New Year's is coming around.
That's scary.
We've reached the end of 2020. Thank God. Thank God.
Hey, the funny thing is, that's what we were saying in 2019, all right? And then this shit happened. So wishful thinking right now.
I mean, can 2021 be any worse than 2020? I fucking doubt it, bro.
I don't think any year can be worse than 2020.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be worse. I mean,
in our lifetime, I don't think so.
Yeah, we probably won't live through a worse time than 2020. But I think 2021 is gonna start off pretty bad. This is my prediction, right? For 2021. All right, boom. So
let's do it. Boom.
2021, top of 2021. I'm talking about the first maybe 3, maybe 4 months.
All right, so
shit's gonna be ass. It's gonna be trash.
So you're pretty much saying that we're gonna hit COVID straight up here in the United States for a whole year.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go a year like COVID rules.
Yes, because we've been in COVID mode since March 19th. So
let me break it to you guys. All right, so 2021 is gonna start off shitty. So don't have any high expectations. Shit's gonna start off being ass for the first 3-4 months.
I love the mindset.
I'm just keeping it real with you guys. So don't have high expectations.
Just eat it.
Yeah, just fucking deal with it.
Eat it. It's
stock
there.
up on your Lysol wipes, all that shit.
Toilet
paper, all that. It's gonna be same rules. It's the same bullshit that's going on right now. It's gonna happen the first 3, maybe 4 months of 2021.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be a whole fucking debacle over the vaccine and all that shit. So it's gonna be ass for the top, the first 3-4 months.
You guys getting a shot?
Fucking turn into zombies the next week.
I love those TikToks where it's hey, I took the vaccine. You what? And then they're yeah, I took the vaccine. And it's why are you doing that?
They start sounding like sheeps and shit. Nah, we're not against the vaccines, and we're not gonna give our opinions on the vaccines.
No.
But
I'm not taking it.
Well, okay.
If it's required to get into Disney and shit, maybe.
or travel, most likely.
Nah, I don't know, but it's gonna be a big old debate over the vaccine for the first few months, and then I think once we get closer to the summertime.
Yeah, April, May.
I say April, the end of April, early May. It's gonna start feeling normal. Shit's gonna be open, and then you're gonna be able to travel, stuff like that.
Dude, I saw a tweet, and it was saying Future's "Mask Off" song is gonna skyrocket on the charts.
It is for sure.
Everyone's gonna just
all
be
the TikToks. All the TikToks don't have
those royalty checks are gonna be career.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Future's waiting on that. He's sitting on that bank already.
That fool's gonna hit a lick next year. Streaming numbers up the roof.
Straight up.
But I think like by the summertime, it's gonna start feeling more normal. It's still gonna be like mask and all that shit. I don't think the masks are going away 2021. So cop your like GRP fucking mask coming soon.
Merch
Gonna drop
mask
soon.
coming soon.
Yeah, stock up on your mask. But I think by like the summertime, it'll start being normal. People will be able to go out, enjoy the beach and all that shit.
I think people should still make their goal list.
Yeah, like you'll still be able to complete your goals. Just like just make adjustments for like the first like 3 months. Just count it out. Next year is like a 9th month year. Just put it that way.
There ain't no 12.
Yeah,
It's a 9.
Yeah, well, hopefully, like, I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully my prediction is completely wrong. But I mean, we are getting a new president in January, so that's another like coin
Change,
flip on we don't know what the hell's gonna happen. So, but hopefully my prediction is that it's gonna start off real shitty the beginning. It's gonna be okay in like the summertime, and then it'll start feeling more normal. Like
Might end the year with a bang, right?
Yeah, and
Bang
hopefully the vaccine is what we needed. We're depending on all you that are taking it.
So let us know.
Let us know. But hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully that shit's lit. 2021, new decade. So
That's scary.
I know.
I feel the same way. I feel like the first few months are gonna be same shit, same bullshit, and then things are gonna start to like pick up, and people are gonna be like, okay, let's do this. Now the year began, but I think we're still gonna be in the same feeling up until like April, for sure. Which kind of sucks, but because you always expect like the new year to start off on a good note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna be the case this year.
Yeah. So if you're looking forward to like concerts, sporting events, festivals and shit like that,
That shit
Don't.
ain't happening.
that's just gonna let you down 2021.
Don't.
Because I have a feeling like concerts will come back, sporting events will come back, but it's gonna be real limited. So like to get into Coachella, like you're gonna have to pay like top dollar because like they're probably gonna sell like maybe 1,000
I
tickets.
doubt
if
Coachella's
that.
happening in California.
Maybe not. Yeah,
I doubt
it depends on the state that you're living in. In California, we have like Coachella, Stagecoach. There's like the biggest ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think 2021, I highly doubt. I think like Coachella and like Stagecoach and all that, maybe like towards the end of the year. I don't think it's gonna happen in April or whenever they have it. So I think it will happen, but it's gonna happen like towards the end of the year. It's not gonna happen like in April or when it usually happens, and it's gonna be like super limited. It's not gonna be like how many people are in Coachella every year? Like 100,000 easily, right?
Gary's like, I don't fuck with.
It has to be like 100,000.
I don't
I've
fuck
never
with
been to Coachella,
festivals.
but
I'm like 1 foot into a fucking Social Security already, so that shit was back in my heydays.
yeah. But if you're looking for, because I mean, I personally was looking forward to like concerts and like sporting events. That was like the thing.
Yeah,
The Weekend concert.
Yeah. I was like,
that fool's gonna be performing like 5 albums by the time we go to concerts.
I know. I was like, I was looking forward to like that happening, but I already know like 2021 is probably gonna be. It's probably a long shot that those type of events are gonna come back. We're probably gonna have to travel to like Vegas or Arizona or like outside of California to go through those like type of events.
Texas and Florida, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you fools are lit over there.
Texas.
But as far as like kids going back to school and stuff like that,
Texas.
I think it'll return next year.
Yeah.
So, what's your guys' goal for 2021? Obviously, the gym is out the door.
Nah, but before we get into like our new year, like resolutions or goals or whatever we're manifesting, like what's something that you planned to do this year? Not like going on this trip or whatever, but I'm saying like as far as your resolutions or things that you were looking forward to working on that you planned on doing in 2020 that obviously you maybe just gave up or like obviously COVID like
Shit, looking like a snack. No,
I think that's everybody.
I look like a fucking Pixar
Looking
ball
like an
right now.
entree.
I think that's mostly everyone's things.
I look like a snack. I look like a donut as a snack.
I look like a fucking tamal, bro.
But
Yeah, now everybody that was working on their body in 2020, we feel
dude, I was going to the
Gym
gym
shut
like
down.
every day.
That's a lie.
Fuck you. I was. And then the fucking gyms like closed. And I was like trying to go like on my runs around the block or working out at my house, but it's just hard. I need to get away from my house to work out. Cause then I'm like, oh, the TV or my bed's right there. Like, I'd rather do that than work out.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
those in-home workouts, like,
You have to be
kudos to the ones that
super
are
disciplined.
able to, are dedicated enough to like work out at home. But for me, like, I feel the same way.
It ain't it.
Because when you're at the gym, I'm already here. Like, I already drove here. If your gym is far, like, you already got ready.
You push yourself a little
Yeah,
more. Like,
you got into the gym, so you're like, no, like, I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna stay here for at least an hour, get my workout in.
Until I break a sweat out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At home, like, you're working out or whatever. It's so easy just to be like, all right, I'm done, or I quit, or somebody calls you, or you're like, you know, something comes up and you just like get distracted, and then you just stop your workout.
the
Like, it's
focus
so
just
easy.
isn't there.
Yeah,
At least for me.
yeah, but
So I tried it, but I was like, fuck that.
I know 2020 messed that one up big time. Everybody who was like working on their health and like their bodies and stuff, being healthier, looking like a snack.
Looking at
You got that quarantine 15.
Yeah, we all got that
shit. I got like 25.
quarantine fitty. You mean?
Every weekend, I'm gonna start on Monday eating healthy.
I know. Dude,
I wake up in the morning, I'm already eating a fucking donut or something.
every day. I'm just like
All
squeezing
right,
my
I'll start
cheeks,
next week.
bro. Every day I'm just like squeezing my cheeks, like damn.
My cheeks are on my eyebrows right now.
Like grab more skin every single day, bro.
There's my eyes.
Fuck.
What else? We couldn't get our bods that we wanted.
I had a list of like every month I wanted to try a new place and then a new activity. Like go to a new place and then try a new activity.
That shit lasted 2 months.
Literally. And I did it. Like I was doing it. I had tried new things and I went new places. And then fuck, dude, they're like, you're staying your ass home. Everything's closing. And I was like, that plan went out the window. So
Yeah, because
I'm gonna put it on my list again.
we only had like three normal, not even like
Two and a half.
like 2.5 normal months.
2.5. Yeah. Almost 3, but
Yeah, it was almost 3. And no.
Damn.
You knew shit got serious the moment they closed Disney? Like, because
yeah.
Disney closed?
Yeah,
Dang.
once Disney closed, that's when I was like, damn, that shit's real. Everything's gonna close for sure if Disney closed.
It was like I got a glimpse of it before it hit here in the United States because I went to Japan in February, so it was full blown over there in Asia. So things, because I've been to Japan before, so like I already knew like the vibe and how many people and how busy it is there. It was pretty dead when I went. Like even markets were closed and all that shit. They wear their mask all the time, regardless. But
Yeah.
right when I came back, it was like shit just started shutting down here, and I was like, "Fuck." But yeah, once Disney hit, I was like, "That shit's for reals."
Yeah.
Well, every year I try to travel at least to 5 countries, because my goal is to travel to 35 by 35. But
That's a lit goal. I wish I had that.
Bro, you can have it.
Bro, by 35, I'll be 35, I guess. But I gotta fucking literally like to hit 35 countries, I gotta do like
well, where are you
6
at right
a
now?
year.
I gotta do like 7
Oh,
countries a year.
shit. Yeah,
bro.
7.
What are you at right now? How many countries have you?
I've been to US and Mexico, bro. That's it? Yeah, that's it. I never traveled outside the country
All right.
besides Mexico. But
Same here.
I don't know. I'm low key, like that shit low key gives me anxiety.
Really?
No, the only thing that gives me anxiety is traveling to a country that doesn't speak English.
That was the best. That was the fucking best.
I mean, I can see how that experience is like probably memorable, but
That was my first time in Japan. Like absolutely no one spoke English until I landed at the airport, and they gave me my ticket in English, and but then I was there for like 5 to 6 days in the whole country. No one spoke a lick of English the whole time. So I was pretty much getting around with Google on my
Translate
phone. And Google Translate, they have a picture version. So depending on the language, you put the language and you can just scan your phone on the words and it'll pop up the word in English.
Oh, damn.
So that's the only way. And then when I would go to restaurants, I would only look at the pictures. I was like, I eat most of the things in that thing. So like, because you can't ask for substitutes. Like, I don't want that or that. Like,
See, I feel like if you're not a picky person, that shit will work out for you. But like knowing your ass,
oh yeah,
fuck that.
I'm gonna be like, no, this.
No spread.
like she can't even go to McDonald's over there because it's like she hates
I'll just ask for
mustard.
fries.
She hates pickles.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna do
I
that,
know.
if you're gonna do that, you have to be like a really, really like open-minded person and
Yeah.
are willing to like try different things. But
Yeah.
I mean, I
wouldn't
do
mind
want to
it.
travel like to different countries. I do want to, but that shit gives me anxiety. Like when I can't communicate with somebody, like not even a fucking cab driver, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, that one's kind of hard. Yeah,
Like that will be hard. But what else?
that's always usually like my top goal. Fitness was the other one, and then my biggest goal for 2020 was pretty much to start fully depending on my freelance career. But that shit, good thing I didn't make that fucking jump early in the year because a $600 check would have like ran out real quick a long time ago.
You would have been under the freeway.
Oh,
bridge
and then
right
I
now, bro.
fucking tent. Well, we recording this podcast under the 101 freeway right now.
Some cardboard boxes.
Fuck.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but after this year, it's like certain things like I started putting into perspective, like things that I spend money, and I started analyzing the stupid shit I will spend money on, and things that I need to get better at, like cutting off so I can save more money in certain things.
Bro, tell me how I be spending more money like doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's because you get bored,
Like,
so you start
fuck.
Start buying
and
shit or
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
Yeah. So
You're like, oh, that looks cool.
no, but also I think this like this year or like this whole like COVID like quarantine has like taught people like how much money they could really save. You know, because I feel like you were either on one side, you either like spent more money during like quarantine buying like unnecessary stuff, or you were on the opposite side where like you didn't go out as much and then you realize like how much I can really save if I'm not out doing like stuff,
yeah.
you know? So
a lot
I
of
think
people are also
either realize like one or the other.
Yeah, a lot of people are dependent, like they saw that they can't really depend on a lot of things, their jobs and stuff like that, that it can just go away. As well, time with your family and friends is also more important than the money. A lot of people did see that they can save and pay off things and make a jump to whatever they want to do in their life. Like they're not locked down now into a job, so they're creating businesses now because they were able to pay off debts that they don't have to like depend on like making that leap and having that debt like on the back of their mind.
Yeah.
True.
So a lot of things happen. Like I don't consider 2020 like a whole curse. There's a lot of like,
Nah, there is a lot of good things.
yeah, there's a lot of good things, and it was like a reality check that we needed. It's like in our own personal relationships, like when we hit rock bottom, like we start figuring out ourselves. Like even when it was a normal year or whatever, like yeah, you start figuring out things that are very important to you and what matters, and like the people you surround yourself with, what things that you really want to do or travel and your goals. That's what like starts becoming more important. And I think that's what 2020 has taught a lot of people. If you don't come out like with something new or a new perspective or something out of this year, I have no idea what to tell you.
Yeah, it was like a mindset reset.
Yeah. It also brought a lot of families closer. I feel like
It
a lot of people closer.
broke people too, though.
No,
Oh,
yeah, it
yeah,
did.
it did, but-
yeah, but I feel like it brought. I think it brought a lot of people closer together, and like more people started looking out for others. You know, that you don't see regularly, because before, like, life was so fast paced. Like everybody's just on their own.
Yeah.
Like work, you know, you go to work or whatever you do, and then everybody's just kind of like, you know, on their own. like survival of the fittest, you know? But now, like during this time, you saw people in need and you saw people like actually doing stuff, whether it's on social media or in your like your personal life, like people, you had people that were close to you that reached out, or families that got closer, or friends that got closer, or whatever. Or maybe like there's even like broken relationships that
got mended.
Yeah, that got mended during this time because of whatever the case may be. But
we did accomplish our goal of starting the podcast, though.
that's true.
Yeah, so,
we were a little late, but
we did it before the year ended.
That's true. Yeah, that's an accomplishment, considering that we had like all the equipment sitting there for like months.
For months, but we got it going.
We got it going.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Thankfully, 2020 is, I think majority of the people, I don't think anybody is like 2020 was like a good year for me. I don't think anybody can say that unless you're like Jeff Bezos or some shit. Like counting your billions of dollars that you made this year.
Fuck.
Yeah. But also like a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people started like their own businesses or they've always wanted to do something and they just never had the time to do it, or they never had the courage to do it. And then this time was just kind of like, it gave you the time to like reflect and actually like put action into.
Yeah. Cause a lot of people are seeing, even like if you had a stable job, like a lot of companies are just downsizing right now.
Yeah.
That
there's space
that you can't really depend on a 9-to-5 job if you're not the boss.
Yeah.
On like your own livelihood of your family, especially if you have a family. It's easier when like you're on your own and it's yourself. Like you can live the cup of noodle life and shit.
Yeah.
But like once you have a whole family and kids and all that, like
it's totally different.
That's a whole different thing. You can't put your family towards that. And also, if you're your own boss, like at that point, you have somewhat of a say of what direction you want to take your life and your whole family.
And I think that's a good goal to have. Like, be your own boss. I feel like that's always kind of been one of mine.
Yeah.
To be my own boss.
And like, if you have an idea and you're like doubting yourself, like just do it. Like, cause you never know. And you know, I know people like personally that were always like, or were like, I wanted to do something. I know that I wanted to try something, but it was always like, I was nervous. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I didn't know if people were going to support me. And then you don't really know until you just go for it. You know what I mean? So
shout out to nerd.
Shout out to all of those that started their own thing or just had the guts to like,
proud of you.
You know, put yourself out there. Cause that's a big thing. That takes a lot of courage.
Like even if it doesn't work out for you, at least
you tried.
Yeah, you tried it.
Yeah.
Because it's different also, like if you're still on the verge of like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work, use it as a side hustle. Like you're gonna have a lot of sleepless nights, but at least say I'm gonna invest this type of money and time towards it and just jump and do it. Like like full energy at it. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But at least you're gonna learn something out of it.
Yeah.
And you know it didn't work.
And and then you can just gather all the information that didn't work and what worked and start a new business on top of that.
Yeah.
Or the same type, but you already now you know what are the expectations and the route that you need to take. But yeah.
This lady makes me want to start a business now.
I know. I've always like wanted to do stuff, but
like what?
Like mainly like clothing, shit like that. I mean, I still want to do it, but I've always thought like that too. Like it's always like the what ifs. Like, oh, what if nobody buys my shit? What if nobody like follows me? What if nobody supports me or whatever? But it's like if you live like that, you're never gonna know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm sure like all these like successful people like have at some point were thinking like that. You know?
Yeah, I think once that, because I've had that situation as well, even with the video and stuff. So once you let that creep into your mind, at that point you're like handicapping yourself and your business.
Yeah.
So it's like you're never gonna put the full energy because you're scared.
Yeah.
So like take that next step.
Yeah.
Or like what people are gonna say. Like people actually don't really give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
So the only ones who care and actually are like really, really watching your shit are like people that are not really doing anything and are just looking to hate.
Yeah.
those are the ones that are actually really just care about
You know
what
who
you're
you
doing.
are.
Shout out to y'all.
You know.
Some of you are watching this shit right now.
But end of the day, like even like your friends, they probably don't like. They might watch, they might not, but they don't really
Yeah.
care. But
Yeah.
it's the ones who are actually watching every little move that you're making and doing is actually like a hater that is not really doing anything.
Literally.
So you're sacrificing your business and your goals and stuff like that for that hater. So you're kind of putting yourself at that level. Like they
That's
have
true.
much power.
Yeah. Like they weren't going to support you anyway.
Yeah.
So what does it matter?
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of sucks when you see like a whack comment or whatever, like and hate shit like that. But at a certain point, like if you're gonna be your own boss or your business, or you're gonna put yourself out there for something that, like you're releasing to a public,
You're going to deal with that.
You have to
Yeah.
have thick skin, and you're gonna have to learn that real quick, and you're gonna have to learn that a lot of people say no, and just keep it pushing.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Y'all got goals for 2021?
coming into 2021, who wants to go first with their New Year resolutions? Not really resolutions, but I guess like, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to work on? Whether
Yeah.
it's personally, professionally, romantically, whatever you're focused on, or all of the above. I'll go first, though. I think I can speak for all of us in this table. I think a lot of people that are watching right now is be healthy in 2021.
Hell yeah. This
Mama,
whole
throw
year,
those hot Cheetos out.
Lifestyle.
January 1st, throw those hot
clean
Cheetos out.
house, clean
And
house.
it's such a like a I don't know, like it's so like
It's such a
cliche to say.
repetitive goal
Yeah,
for
like
everyone.
everybody's goal every year is always to be
But
healthy,
it's an
lose weight.
important one.
But I think what people's focus this year is not to lose weight, but to just be healthier. I think 2020 has taught us like if you're not healthy, if you're healthy, you can survive anything, right?
Yeah.
Mostly anything, unless it's something tragic or if it's like a real like illness or something like that.
Yeah.
And obviously like, you know, it's out of your control. But I think for the most part, if you do your part and like be healthy as much as possible, you have a better chance to survive like these type of things.
Yeah.
So I think what most people, I'm no one to tell like people what their goals should be, but for myself, I obviously I want to lose weight or lose the quarantine weight, but like at the same time, I just generally want to be healthier overall. So like, whether it's eating, I definitely want to eat healthier. So for 2021, I think I told you, Gary, I want to try to go vegetarian.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
a
a
good
big thing
goal.
because I'm like a big meat eater and like, I like Hispanic like foods is like a lot of meat.
Yeah.
So I know it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm not gonna try to like just cut it off like cold turkey, but I'm gonna
Yeah, you have
work
to
on
do it in a process.
You should try like every Monday you're vegetarian.
Yeah,
like
well,
start
no,
off little by little.
I've been like reading into it, and like they say like don't just cut it off like cold turkey, but like be like, okay, I'm gonna stop eating red meats, right? And then like, all right, after you cut off red meats for a good amount of time, then all right, I'm gonna stop eating chicken or stuff like that. So
like fish.
But that's
Fish
like
or
with
whatever.
any goal that you have. Like if you go from 0 to 100 that you don't have a habit of,
yeah,
You burn out.
you burn out so quick. Like even in the gym, like January 1st, everyone was like packed ass gyms, even when it was like regular before quarantine.
Yeah.
It's like packed ass gyms for a whole week because everyone's like, they went from not working out for years or a decade or plus
to every day.
to like every single day. And then they're like, fuck this. I'm
Yeah.
over it. Like I don't see any results.
yeah, you got to do things
Yeah.
gradually so you don't, like you said, you don't burn
Yeah.
yourself
So
out.
yeah, like eating healthy is also like for me is like I'm gonna piggyback on that. Is like eating better foods and healthier and be more active. But for me is also being healthy mentally is what I'm trying to be for 2021. It's like not thinking so negative with certain things.
Yeah,
Like that's like I catch myself thinking the negative before seeing the positive of certain things. And I think this year just brought that out.
yeah. I think all of us can use that.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think like once you have like a mentality that you can try to work it out, if it doesn't work, then whatever. Like,
Yeah,
and it's just like cutting negative people out of your life also.
Yeah.
At a
Major
certain,
key.
at a certain at a certain point, because then you start like piggyback, like you start going towards that bad habit again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Whatever
talking
you
shit.
surround yourself with,
Yeah,
that's what
like talking
influences
shit about
you.
someone or talking shit about things that are like, or
Even just
thinking
surrounding
negative.
yourself, even if you're not like talking about, if you're not like involved in like the shit talking, but just like being
Like
in that
hearing it?
Yeah, being in
It always starts creeping into your mind,
Yeah.
and like start getting that like that bad habit again.
and you start accepting that. You start thinking like that's okay, that's normal, but it's not. Like
It's not.
You become people's dumpsters.
I feel like, yeah, exactly. I feel like the world needs like a lot of love, especially like this next year.
No, for sure.
I feel like we need to do our part, but that's a good one. Being helped like mentally.
Yeah, not just
happier.
physically, but it's more
Mentally.
mentally. Because
sure.
even that would help you out on your physical.
Because you feel better, like, about
Yeah.
doing things.
Yeah, and then you're gonna see the what you call the positives of eating healthier and working out compared to like waking up with the mindset of like, oh,
Yeah, I gotta do this again.
I have to do this.
Whatever.
Like this is a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it is, but but if you
gotta do
get at-
things
like if you have that mindset, you're already losing.
Yeah. You gotta have a positive mindset.
So
And be enthusiastic.
yeah, for me, I hate reading. So that's like one of the things that, like where I need to like. It's always been a goal since like 2019, and I keep transferring
That's on my list.
That I keep transferring that list every year, and then it's like my goal is to read at least 12 books a year, like once a month.
Okay. That's doable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Reading is good too. I was
That
reading
was-
for a
yeah.
little bit. I was buying books and like reading and stuff. And then I stopped. I don't know why. But I feel like it does help, especially if you
like-
get like books that are like for self-help. Like depending on what you like, what type of literature you like to read. But
like even if you get nonfiction or fiction or whatever, it's like, and that
You're
makes you
stimulating your mind.
Yeah, you're
sure.
just losing, like you're de-stressing and like disconnecting from everything and like
you're
your
off
cell
of
phone.
Instagram and Twitter and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like another thing, like goal of mine as well, is like to disconnect more from my phone.
Yeah.
Is because I catch myself like at any moment, even when I'm surrounded by people, if there's like
Just
a dead,
picking it up.
like if there's a dead silence, I'm like, okay,
That's the first thing you go to. Yeah. Like,
Or like-
you're waiting for food at like
Yeah.
whatever, you're like picking up your phone.
like even if like we're just hanging out or with people, if they just turn around, I'm like, okay, take out my phone.
yeah. It's such a trash. Yeah.
Yeah,
We live-
and you're like scrolling the same shit. Like you just keep refreshing just to see. Like,
yeah.
it's
You're all
like,
caught up.
yeah. It's such a horrible habit. Is like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
like
bad.
one thing. It's like I want to be disconnected from my phone, and I think setting time like to read
Yeah.
and disconnecting that, and like it also is a new stimulant for your brain and like to expand it.
Yeah.
And that's also like what is going to go hand in hand with my positive thinking is like disconnecting from social media, because social media is just like a fake world that people think that's
People
reality.
paint a picture.
And that's where depression and stuff like that, because you feel like you're missing out, and that's where you start going into that situation of negative thinking and stuff like that. So
For me, apart from like reading more, I want to start journaling a lot more. Like, I remember in high school, I think I took a business management class, and every day we had to write half a page, just like about anything. And I remember I felt like good doing that because you're getting your thoughts out,
yeah,
and it helps you, like, I think, have a better thought process on how to do things, and you reflect more on your day, and you get to kind of like see what you did. And it's like, okay, I could do more in my day if you visually see and you write out whatever you did. So for me, I want to like journal every day, anything that I did in the day, what I felt good about, like a positive thing that happened to me that day. That's kind of what I want to do next year, for sure.
That's a good one. Especially now, so we're just like texting all the time. Like, dude, I feel weird when I write now. Like,
yeah, like for
I
me,
write for work, so I'm used to it. But
I
like,
don't. And I'm just like, I feel like, damn, I gotta write.
I write a sentence and my hands are fucking cramping up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh fuck!
I know.
Like I'm cracking fingers and I'm like, all
That's
right.
crazy. That's bad. And like my spelling is terrible now. My grammar.
because you
is
rely on
terrible.
autocorrect
Yeah, you just rely
for
on autocorrect,
everything.
or you're like using slang or like acronyms and stuff like that. Damn. That's
Yeah, even when you're writing
Yeah.
emails, you're like writing almost in slang. I was like, oh shit.
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Backspace.
You're just like,
But no, like for me, like I love journals. That's like my thing. Like when I go to stores, I want to buy journals, but I never use them because I'm the type of person that like I'm so OCD and it's so permanent. It's
Yeah.
like once you grab a pen, like I hate writing pencils. So, and I don't know who the fuck writes with pencils nowadays, but it's just so permanent.
Yeah.
And I hate like just scratching something out. Like even when I'm typing something out on the computer, at least I can write my random thoughts and then like restructure it.
yeah,
Sound good.
I get
Yeah,
you.
I feel you.
But when I grabbed my iPad, I started journaling on there because I had my iPad pencil. And then I just started journaling random shit. Like in my
Weird
day.
flex, but okay. Just-
That's my only, and my hands were still hurting. All right? No, but like that's the only time like I was writing shit out because I can technically delete it also. But
yeah, it's not the same though.
no, it's not. It wasn't the same. But I saw how helpful journaling is because you get those random thoughts that are lingering and messing with your day.
Yeah.
And you don't know what the heck it is until like you write it all out and then you read it out loud or
There's this statistic that we have like over 80,000 thoughts a day or some shit like
Damn.
that. Something crazy like that. And
Wonder
it's
how many
like
of them are dirty.
75, 69,000. But yeah, I think journaling's important. And then think about it. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. So you're not going to be messing up as much.
For sure. So I think we can all agree: be healthier physically,
and
emotionally, mentally. So if you have any challenges with any of those, just fucking start eating healthier. Go to the gym or
Journal your shit.
Journal your shit.
Yeah.
Talk to people.
Just find your
have
way.
conversations.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of like it's sometimes it helps just even calling somebody, having like a 10-minute conversation with them.
Legit.
You know, because a lot of people, especially now working from home, like a lot of us like have that eliminated where we were like
You would vent with your coworkers?
Yeah, we would have coworkers or whatever, and we would like have conversations with them, talk to them, vent or whatever. And then we don't have that anymore. So like now, I mean, we still have those alternatives. Like just pick up a phone and like instead of texting your friend, like just hit them up.
Yeah.
You know, call your family member, whoever you talk to on a regular basis, like just call them instead of texting all day long. I feel like it helps a lot. But
I agree.
the next thing for me is to be more financially responsible.
Bruh, same.
10,000.
I need to budget myself
10,000.
like
Dude, and I used
Fuck.
to be so good at budgeting.
By February, I'm not gonna have any camera equipment. It's gonna be filmed on my phone because I'm selling everything.
y'all gonna see us live from an iPhone 12 Pro.
Shot with iPhone.
You're gonna be hiring me with an iPhone for your wedding.
So if the quality changes a little bit, y'all know why.
Yeah, you already know.
You're gonna have the camera, yeah, nah, but for me, like I used to be so good at budgeting my money, like saving money.
Same.
But I don't know, in the last like I would say year or so, maybe year and a half, it just got worse. Too. it just stopped. I just felt like my mentality was so like, no, like I want to live my life and like have fun or whatever, which is good. There's nothing
I could
wrong
die
with that.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Spend 100.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I feel like you can do that in a way that's still like
Yeah, just set it aside and budget.
Yeah, like just give yourself. I always tell myself too, like, especially like this last year, I spent a lot of money on like golf or like clothes, shoes, like my bad habits, right? Or like my things that I'm into. They're not really bad habits, but they're just
Like your vices?
my vices. So like there's a way to do that, but just give yourself a budget. Like, all right, this month I'm gonna give myself $100 to spend on golf stuff. I'm gonna give myself, $200 to buy clothes or
Like
a pair of shoes.
entertainment. Like this is for entertainment.
Yeah.
If I use it all up, then I can't really go out.
But now, like the way I am now is just like I so freely, just like, all right, I want something, fuck it, just buy it. Like swipe now.
And then you look at your bank account later and you're like,
yeah,
what the fuck? did
And then
I
I'm like
spend on?
10 days before my next paycheck, and I'm like down to like $36.
Then you get charged the bank fee.
Then you get the bank fee, and then LA Fitness comes through with a $30 charge, and you got like $6
Overdraft fees.
No, it's always the company that accidentally charges you.
Yeah,
Like
that you
when you're low on your money.
Yeah.
Like they accidentally like double charged you or some shit
Yeah.
like that, and they're like, it's gonna take 7 to 10 business days. To
Like,
be
nah,
cleared."
I need this for
bitch,
lunch
like,
right
you took
now.
Y'all gonna pay that $34? Insufficient funds?
As fast as you took that, bitch,
Yeah.
put that shit back.
Like, listen, Sharon. Okay, if you don't give me this money today, I don't have lunch.
Sharon.
Sharon, look, listen, Linda.
Look, I need gas money.
Is your corporate office right there on Wilshire Avenue? My ass is down there. You have that check ready. It takes me about 30
Hello?
minutes.
I need to get home. I got gas.
But I'm driving to you.
Yeah, but like I don't even watch fucking HBO Max, bro. Give me that shit back. Yeah,
Pornhub, that shit's free now.
yeah. No, I definitely want to be more financially responsible because I do have goals. Like eventually, have my own place and like
For sure. That's
I'm gonna need a car pretty soon because my shit's getting pretty old.
I'm like, you have a car.
I have a car. It works and all that, but
I heard it.
I gotta like kick it 3 times and shit for it to turn on. But
You didn't have to tell me you were coming off the freeway. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Nah, but I just think about like the future. Like, all right, in the next like year or so, I'm gonna need to buy a new car. You know, in the next like year or so, like I want to have my own place. You know, or
You need those reserves.
You need those reserves, and the way that I live my life now, like it's not.
That's
gonna
not
be possible.
happening.
It's not gonna. Be
I ain't got no reserves.
It's like I do have like I do save, but I can save a lot more, and I'm buying
Hell
like
yeah.
unnecessary shit. I have plenty of clothes, plenty of shoes. I don't need any of that. And then as far as like entertainment, like all right, you can have fun and do things, but just give yourself a budget. Like lit me yourself. You know.
There's a little like a system that I've seen where people put like a certain amount of money in each envelope. Have you seen that?
I've seen that.
It's like
Bills.
you put like
Entertainment.
a bunch of like random amounts, right? Like $75. So whatever envelope you pull, that's how much you have to put in that envelope. And I guess at the end of the year, you have like $5,000 saved or something like that.
Damn.
So I kind of want to try that system next year. But I can't go back into it. Like you can't touch the money until the end of the year. So you're just going to have a bunch of cash accumulating.
Fucking under your.
But think about it. If you already pull that out of your account, you store it away, like you kind of forget about it.
Put it this way, bro. If you save $10 a day, you have like $3,600 a year, and that's only $10 a day. Think about it if you save
Yeah.
like $50 a day.
$10 a day, $70 a week. That's crazy.
Yeah, if you think about it like that, you're like, fuck, I can save $10 a day, but you don't do it
You don't do it.
because it's on your card, so you're just like swiping, and then fucking like you check your bank account like 10 days later.
You're like,
"God
shit.
damn."
What I've seen other people is they pull out cash.
I was gonna say that. I feel like I should start pulling out cash.
I never pull out cash.
Because when I actually have cash, sometimes
You think about it more.
Especially like if you pull out a big ass bill, like $100
Yeah.
bill.
You don't want to break it.
I don't want to break it.
You want to break it on something small. Like it has to be like something big for you to break
Yeah.
that shit. So it's like at least you have $100. You're like, no, I'm not gonna break this shit for coffee.
Like imagine going to Starbucks and you pay with 100. Like,
And they're probably not even gonna accept that shit there.
No, yeah. I think maybe whatever helps. Like find a way that find a method.
system.
That
Leave your
system that
comments
helps
on
you.
what's your strategy.
Yeah, if you're a good saver, let us know.
Let us know because I need it.
Yeah,
I
we
need it all.
financial
we all need that shit.
advisors.
Any financial advisors right here sponsor us.
But
Your
comment.
ad could be right here.
Comment.
Send us your cards.
Your tag
Your
could be right
links.
here. No, yeah, but
What's another goal that you have, Priscilla?
For me, I want to maximize my real estate license. Yeah. I've had that shit and I need to like really maximize it. Like, bro, because think about it. Say I get 4 deals, right? And my commission can be about 15 to 20 grand per deal. bro, that's more than what I make. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I want to bank in, and then I want to put all that money away that I get from my commissions to use for like a down payment towards units.
Okay.
That's my goal. I want to buy units.
Liddy.
So
What about you?
Let me whip out my list. Let's see.
what else we got on here?
What else do you guys got?
All right. I won't just go down some quick ones right now.
Dang.
Damn, fool. We're talking about just next year.
He's got his 5-year plan right here.
I do actually have my 5-year plan.
Who has his retirement plan on this shit? Right? Maximize your 401k or what? Your pension.
You got that?
Well, like going off like being active and healthy, I was like this year I wanted to run the marathon again. That was one of my biggest goals. So that was gonna go hand in hand with
That's a good one.
like working out. Like, cause I hate the gym. I've always hated the gym. Even when I was like the top runner when I was in high school, like everyone would go to the gym and I would just fucking walk around in there. I fucking hated it. Still to this day, fucking hate it.
Yeah, it's like you either like it or you either love it or you hate it.
Cause I've never been the person that I was like, I want to be fucking bulky. Like that's not me. It's like, I'd rather be cut and like lean. That's like what I like. But I've never been like, oh, I'm gonna be a fucking gym head, like lifting dumbbells and shit all day long. That's not me. So the other thing is,
No offense, guys.
yeah, no offense, no offense
Oh,
to
you
you.
juicers out there.
For all you juicers over there, yeah.
You juice heads.
All those fuckers in 24 hours fitness.
God dang.
Taking all the dumbbells. I'll walk in there.
24-hour fitness, hit us up. What it do?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, maybe I need to sponsor.
Yeah, we'll edit that one out. Don't worry about it.
The other thing, as a creator, like I want to listen to more people's stories, and that goes almost hand in hand with this podcast. Is like having more guests and listening to their stories, their walk of lives, their perspectives. I like hearing other people's perspective and opinions on different random ass topics, or like even like their goals and how they're trying to get there, or businesses that they're trying to open. Like that motivates me in certain ways. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's the reason why I love traveling so much, because there's all types of people in the world.
Yeah.
And we have the people with the most money here in this country with the most shit that we buy for random shit. But there's people in other countries that literally have nothing and like they're happy because they're like so present in life. But like you listen to their stories and it's like, it's how positive they are somewhat in their mind, and all they care is about their family.
Yeah.
End of the day. So that's another thing. Me is like try to take more road trips, like going hand in hand with the financial thing. Like every year, like I will have like money and be like, all right, I'm gonna go spend like another like $3,000 to $5,000 and leave for like 2 months. But that's not healthy because it's not like I'm avoiding certain things of like saving or like paying like major debts or stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, I'll just take care of it next year.
Yeah.
And next year it happens and I'm fucking 32 and I'm still here. I'm still here next year.
Still paying off student loans.
I'm still paying off. But I didn't take out the 10 grand, please. I need that cut.
You need to cut it.
You need to cut it.
Now I'll piggyback off of you. My other one was gonna be like to be I guess like less private.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Because I feel like I'm a really, really like private person in general, but I feel like I'm also private like around like with my own family or like my own close friends.
Oh, I'm
I mean?
the same way.
And like I feel like it's not okay because especially like with parents or family or whatever, you know what I mean? I feel like you should cherish your parents, you should cherish like those close relationships that you have like while you have them. And I feel like I don't take advantage of that.
And even their opinions, and like sometimes we don't like hearing what our family members or especially our parents have to say, because sometimes they're like, you think so old school.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
On certain situations of like whatever like the topic comes up. But
Yeah.
But end of the day, there's some lesson in that, like whatever they're trying to tell you.
For sure,
Like
because
they've lived more life than you.
they've already walked like the steps that you're trying to walk. You know what I mean? Like they've had a home, they've had a family, they've had marriages or whatever. Like your plan is for your future.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have more information than you. You know, because they've already failed and they've already like came back from that stuff. You know what I mean? So, but I feel like I always like that was actually one of my goals for 2020. I told myself that I was gonna like try to create more memories and like get closer to like certain like family or friends. But obviously it couldn't work out. It didn't really work out because like it was limited. Like my options were limited. But for this year, I want to get more like closer, like make my relationships that I like the relationships that I care about that are important to me, make them stronger and like let people into my life more than I do. So that's one of my goals for sure.
Yeah, I literally have
like that.
I literally have the goal right here is like grow as a better son, brother, friend, and human.
Yeah, exactly. Right on the dot. So
I like that.
yeah.
Everyone, you can get a little bit better than last year and the day before with yourself, you as a sibling, you as a daughter or son, you as a friend, like boyfriend, girlfriend. It doesn't matter. Like
Yeah, nobody's perfect. Nobody's like doing that shit.
like you can
perfectly.
still like work towards something better than the day before. Even if like the day before was the best day of your life, you can have a new best day of your life. Like
Yeah.
Like you dictate like what
How
you
many-
want to do.
how many best days of your life that you can have. Like you dictate all that. Like
Literally. You can choose like when you wake up, are you going to have a good day or you're going to have a shitty day?
Yeah,
That's
you're in
on you.
control of like your own happiness. So if you're just unhappy and you just like you've been unhappy for a long time, it's because like you're happy, you're comfortable with that.
yeah.
Because I feel like
Yeah.
if you want better for yourself, you're gonna do it.
You're complacent with what you're like living in.
Yeah,
So every day is going to be like that because that's what you're comfortable with.
yeah. Do you have another one or no? Should I keep going on mine?
Go Priscilla.
He's like in there.
I keep scrolling.
He's just like this. Hold on, guys.
The funny thing is like what you guys are like bringing up of random things is like that's also
on your list.
in some sort on my list. Like like I have like create a savings plan and repayment plan for school loans and stuff like that. Like there's things that are like trickling down from what you guys are bringing up to little things that I have in specific on my list. But I'm pretty much gone through my whole list.
Continuing off the like being a better person, I want to be more or I want to be involved in like charity next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like doing more like charity work and like giving back.
I have right here, be more open and socialize with strangers and helping out.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I've been like I was actually like looking
is
for
that,
stuff.
Gary?
I was actually looking for stuff for like the holiday season, but
it's very limited
it's
right
very
now.
limited. Like
Yeah. A lot of
everything is
people
like
are taking-
online. You got to like mail stuff, and like I'm not gonna do all
Even
that.
with donating things, it's very like
Yeah, people don't want
selective.
physical
Yeah.
things this year. Is more of send your money, and it's like
Yeah.
that's such a disconnect with people
Nah,
as
like,
well.
I'm not gonna do that. I
Like-
want to like connect with people. I want to like
Yeah.
see people's faces and like have
Like their
those
smile and
interactions.
stuff like that, and their
Exactly.
interactions, like they're grateful. Like
Yeah.
there's certain times like even when we were working together, like there was some charities for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like I helped out in one of them, and we're prepping food and just giving them food for people that like we take for granted. Like we sit at a table and we're like, we don't like that shit. Like, but we have all this food on a table. There's people that wish they had at least one of the appetizers that we had.
Yeah. No, actually,
Yeah.
like, it's been like pointed out to me, like somebody in particular, like has brought that up. Like, hey, like I'm about to throw away some food, and she'll be like, well, how are you gonna throw this away? Like, we should try to eat as much as we can because there's people that would die, literally like fight over this food because they're starving. You know? And it just like it takes like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. You know, like because we're so spoiled here in the U.S. that like, dude, we'll throw away whatever.
It's not even in your
Like, oh,
radar.
yeah, exactly. Like, okay, we spent $10 on this food, like whatever, like it's just $10, but fucking $10 in like, in a third world country where they're like
goes a long
way. Like that could feed a whole family,
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, like you realize like how spoiled we are here and like how much we take for granted. So
yeah, there was countries that I would visit, like $10 would literally feed them for a whole week.
yeah. So
crazy.
yeah, I'm gonna try to be a better person overall. Give back, appreciate what we have here, and I don't know, just be better. But anything else you guys got?
Another goal I want to say is like work on more like personal business or like my personal projects. Like for me, I want to definitely dedicate more to this podcast and like really make it the best that I can. Bringing new ideas and really trying to grow how many people we reach. And obviously start a merch line for this podcast. I don't want to put out something that I'm not proud of.
Yeah.
So I think whatever project that I'm going to start, I really want to give it 110% for sure.
I think the good thing is that we're not like in it for like, oh, we're going to get rich. We're going to make money. It's just like, no, like if we're going to do something, it's because like our hearts are in it. And like we want to do it. You know what I mean? So I feel like that goes for everyone. If you're going to do something 2021, make sure like you're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You're not doing it just to like capitalize off of people or
making a quick buck and
making a quick buck. Cause you see like so many people that just pick up on somebody's idea and they're just like make it cheaper. Like because
or flip it
or change something. And that shit's so whack, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's so whack when you just see that shit because people like actually work hard into like making something like a good product,
and someone just steals
it, or they just mimic it and make it cheaper, like more affordable, like because it's gonna like take the crowd, take the customers, and that shit's whack to me.
But pretty much going off the goal of trying to express myself more because I'm more of an introvert and I like being shy and being personal with my life, even on social media. I don't really share a lot. Sometimes the most I share is when I travel. That's when most people see my personality. I don't give a fuck when I'm traveling. Like I literally
Relax up.
He doesn't, people.
Like literally, like I'm afraid of heights, but when I'm out of this country, like I'll fucking jump out of a plane, I guess. but once I'm fucking landing back on U.S. soil, I'm like fucking shy and fucking scared of everything. So.
Nah, because we went to Sedona and I'm like, this motherfucker, like, I was like, I can't do this.
Because that was a different state. So
it was in California.
2020, different state is like a new country at this point.
For real, huh?
So,
damn. That's a fact.
Yeah. So, but for me, it's like working on that of expressing myself and putting myself out there is like this podcast is what is helping.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that's what I like about like our name, getting really personal. It's like,
because I don't really get personal with it.
I know. But I want to, like, especially like, I'm only talking about like a certain amount of people like in my circle.
Correct.
Because I feel like they are deserving to like know more about me, especially like my family, my close friends, my parents, like I have both of my parents still. So I always think about like, all right, they're getting up there in age. So like one day they're not going to be here anymore, And like,
you're going to wish like,
I'm going to wish I had my dad here to like get his advice on something, or my mom to like just cherish moments, make memories, and like for her to like really know her son, like stuff like that. Like I feel like it's important and those people deserve it. Obviously, not everybody deserves to know your business, and like I'm well aware of that shit. And I'm not like one of those people that just like tell anything to everybody, because I know like some people are just your acquaintances for like ulterior motives.
Yeah.
So
it's just not to be like morbid and shit and thinking of death and shit like that, but like when you think of like if you're gone today, like or tomorrow, like are people really gonna know what you were up to, or like
exactly
your whole life was?
Like think about your funeral. Like what would people say at your funeral?
Like they were really cool and stuff like that, but they wouldn't know what I was up to. Like they wouldn't know like I was
only like a certain amoument of people are really gonna be able to tell a story.
3-4 people.
Yeah, and it's not fair like to
and
like,
they ain't going up there and talking. I already know that. Like that's like one of the goals that you have to be is like how you're trying to touch people. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, is like you can have all the money in the world, and if that's your legacy, then that's your legacy. Like,
Yeah.
all right, they were rich, like they made, but
But what
it's
did you
not-
do for people?
But yeah,
Like,
how did you touch people is what is gonna forever be imprinted in people's mind.
Bro, that's like my biggest fear is like
You're not touching people.
leaving this world or like dying and going on to your next life and like not having an impact on people
Yeah.
or like not
At
having
all.
any impact on people that were in your life. And I feel like the only way to do that is like, all right, let people into your life so that they have memories, they have experiences that they can talk about. And also like, I want to take more pictures. I don't feel like I don't take any, like I take random pictures, but I don't take like pictures with like my
People.
family or like my close friends and like stuff like that. And I feel like it's dope when people have a lot of pictures because those are like memories that last forever, you know?
I got pictures for days.
Like you can look at a picture and be like, oh, I know exactly where I was at, who I was with,
Yeah.
what we were doing. And I feel like that's dope. Photography is dope. A video, whatever it is that you're using.
Gotcha.
I feel like I want to do more of that too, like personally for like my personal like circle, my inner circle. So
So you're telling me you want to do a photo shoot tonight?
not like a photo shoot, but I'm saying like, you know, just take like
He's like,
pictures.
got
you know,
you.
Gary? Freaking winking over here.
And not be like those like people that just whip out their phone every single moment and like capture a picture.
Me?
But like just like, I don't know, have
Hey,
those memories.
but those memories come through when you were watching them later down the line. You're like, bro, that shit's hilarious. Send that shit to me. No que no?
We have like night and day over here. It's like the one that doesn't whip out the phone or post shit, and the other one is like
Every moment.
everything.
Photo op.
It's like shit. I just woke up.
Funny.
So,
Fuckboy
pretty
shit.
much just to wrap it up. Yeah, just work on goals, even the smallest goals that you have. Like they
Just
don't have
take
to
it-
be. Yeah,
yeah.
they don't have to be big goals. Like just be a better human. Like work at that as a goal if you don't really have anything else like that you really want to work on.
Yeah.
Everyone has something to work on, but that's up to you, like how you want to be and be remembered every year
Yeah.
as a human. But yeah, just to wrap that up, we're gonna work towards our goal, not tie up and have like this is a must by this time. Because once you give yourself a time limit as well, is like now you're setting yourself up.
Just take it one day at a
Yeah,
time.
take it day by day.
One day at a time.
Don't go 0 to 100. Like ease yourself into things.
Yeah.
Like if you have a whole list of goals, don't try to do them all at the same time. Like try to ease them in, or like at
Yeah.
least work towards that goal one for every month. Like have a goal every like month, and then you start building a habit for each whole. Like categorize them.
Yeah, like break down your
the
goals.
most important one that is going to take you all year to work towards, like start with that one. And then that becomes a habit every month. Just incorporate a new goal the next month and work towards that. Like set them in like 12 goals for the whole year and set your most important one and work towards that one for the whole year. And like the least important one that is like a small little habit that you want to change by like next December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have any ways to do it, yeah. But
no, we wish you guys
happy holidays.
good health, happiness, success in 2021. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Keep us stay up to date with us in 2021. We'll be back. We'll be uploading content
Back.
consistently.
We be back.
Keep up with us. Follow us on all platforms.
Share us.
Share
Let us
it,
know.
yeah. Share it with your friends.
Yeah.
Even if you think we're whack. Like, maybe your friend doesn't think you're whack. Just share it. Just share it.
Yeah, even if we're whack.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. Happy 2020. Look forward to 2020.
Live your life.
Deuces.